Hello! Welcome back to Dark Souls. Alright, where are we? We are in the second half of the Catacombs. We've got our Zweihander, which has its holy upgrade, divine upgrade for holy damage. I love it. Oh, a man.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? You're a cleric or something.
We're not a cleric.
That's strange. Well, whatever it is, this place is treacherous. You watch your step. I know what it is. Well, this place is...
Ah, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is we're gonna walk across that bridge. This guy's gonna pull this lever, and the thing is gonna turn, and we're gonna be fucked. And it's gonna waste the humanity, and that really pisses me off, man. This is one of kind of forced deaths in Dark Souls. There is a couple. This one's quite annoying because if he does it, he's not done it. Maybe me dicking around with it. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Ooh! What a dickhead. Now we can't go back, is the other thing. That's fine. The Zweihander should make light work of these skeletons. Look at that. And because we've got the holy damage, they're not getting up. Whoa, don't do that, Donny boy. We're in the bit of the catacombs that I don't usually explore. They're not essential, and I hate the catacombs. So, but we're here anyway. So let's get some trinkets. So now we've got the Zweihander, which is one of the better weapons in the game. Let's call it. The halberd's still great, and we'll probably go back to the halberd once we're out of catacombs. But the problem is, the halberd's not doing the damage that we want it to do. And this has that ability. The pancake is worth it for everything. That just stops most of these guys just dead in the water. That big guy was gonna drop on us like, I'm a massive dude, I'm gonna mess you up. But instead, it's pancake twice, not a problem. So you can see why we might be keen on using the Zweihander, at least for these skeletons, because they just gave us trouble. And like, the game is supposed to be difficult, yeah, right? It's supposed to be a little bit unapproachable, yeah, fine. But using the tools provided, you can have an easier time of it. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be fucked all the time. Sometimes you are. You don't have to be. Stun locking guys and just messing guys up. Whoa. See, that guy was up here above where we came in, and he would have been resurrecting all those skeletons and just giving us a really hard time of it. But with the holy damage, we're not having problems with skeletons, and it's just an easy ride. Why make it difficult for yourself? You know, unless it's a challenge run, like a all resurrections challenge. Fuck that though. Ah, still got me. Tranquil walk of peace, interesting. I'm gonna trap. Oh, back here. Double tap on the pancake. Oh no, we got stabbed. Fuck. It's alright, it's fine. It's fine. All the way back up here, we don't want to be up here. Which I kind of want to be down there. Which is possible. That's the spike bridge that the guy turned around for us. And where do we drop? Do we drop here? Can't drop onto that bridge. Pretty sure we can drop onto that. You know what? Fuck it. Right. A scimitar. Some nice combos with the Zweihander. Just makes things I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's not a pain in the ass. You know? It's not awful anymore. What is it? Summon sign there. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, it's not... We're not doing anything particularly groundbreaking with any of this. You know, it's not complicated. It's a weapon that we found at the beginning of the game. You know, remember once... Once we got into the top of the graveyard, you know, with all of those skeletons. What do you say for yourself?
Oh, I slipped and thought that it didn't cause you any trouble, much. Oh, then everything's good. I'm trusty Patches, the one and only. You and I, just a couple of undead outcasts. Right, mate?
It's a big lever to...
Oh, then if I'm...
It's a big lever to accidentally push. Considering you have to pull it. Right. Patches, you do that again, pal, and I'm going to come and hit you in the back with a spear. So, where we're going is down there. This was the bit that we were umming and ahhing about dropping from and to. Haven't really got very far. The Catacombs, even though it's got a lot of verticality to it, is somebody died. Interesting. I don't think there's anything worth exploring there. Yeah, even though there's a lot of verticality to it, it's quite compact in a lot of respects. lost soul guys. There's some places around here that you can clip through the environment, which is pretty rubbish. There's one of those guys in the corner there. We don't want that. We're not going to mess around with that. There's some cool stuff in here. Should we look at the cool stuff? I think so. Right, now we've got actual graves. So, the way we want to go is through there. What we'll probably do, though, is sneak in here for a second. And join Covenant. I get a really cool sword. Takes a minute. Come on, man. Ooh, speaking of come on, man. We've got to go back to the Undead Asylum at some point. Maybe we'll do that after this. Because we're not going all the way through the Catacombs. At this exact moment. Man, this takes for ages. What should be happening at some point is some guy comes over and closes his coffin on us. I don't know why it's taking forever. I'm pretty sure he should have done it by now. This Titanite demon is guarding something. I can't remember what. I think it's a ring. I don't like fighting them because I suck. I suck at it. It's fine. Fine, whatever. Right. We're not that's not compelling viewing. So we'll go through here. What should happen is some guy comes and shuts that coffin, takes us down to the Gravelord. We get a covenant from him, and he gives us kind of a miracle and a sword, which looks kind of cool. And that's really all it is. Certainly not essential by any stretch. Whereas this bit is. Without... Oh, nice physics. There's a guy down here. Do we want to tangle with him now? Bone wheel skeletons, these are the worst. So in here are a bunch of skeletons that have that are attached to wheels, which is awful. Oh, we should have used our one humanity to kindle the bonfire. So our objective is over there. These guys are over here. There's another necromancer in there that we really should have gone and got. But, sorry. everybody hates bone wheels. The adrenaline of this is worse than any boss. Right, here we go. You're dead. See these guys chasing. Okay, fine. Traverse the light. Down here is a boss. We probably don't need the holy damage from this. We're probably better off with the actual raw damage of the halberd. I'm going to pop that. Do we need anything else? Have we got any more rings? Grants additional attunement slots. No, we don't need that. Right, pinwheel. This is a boss that is notoriously easy, and I suck at it. I don't know why. But this boss, if you wanted, can be your first boss. I mean, I don't know why you'd want it, but... Whoa. So what he does is he's a guy who makes a lot of copies of himself and hits you with fireballs and bullshit. I don't like him very much. If you can hit the guy himself, he's not very strong. There we go, easy peasy. And then we get a cool mask as well. So we get the right kindling, which is the best. It means we can ascend our bonfires to +20 instead of +1, +5 or whatever. So instead of having 10 Estus flasks from a bonfire, now we can get 20 if we're willing to spend the humanity on it. We get all that sickness. And what have we got? Mask of the Mother. Mask of the Mother is an armor piece. Where are you? Dingy stuff, hollow stuff, Mask of the Mother. It's got fairly standard stats. This one raises HP. You've got 3 options on that in Mask of the Mother, which raises HP. Mask of the Father, which raises equipment load. And Mask of the Child, which raises stamina regeneration. That all stacks on top of itself, which is pretty handy. We're going to take a Homeward Bone out of here because it's either this or go to the Tomb of the Giants, which is awful. Awful dark, that is. We'll just go back through the Catacombs. And we'll probably look at going to... How long have we got? Oh, we've only been here for a few minutes. We'll look at going back to Firelink Shrine. And from the Firelink Shrine we will go back to the Undead Asylum, because there is some cool stuff there that we can do with. Can we just run past? In fact, we can go this way. We found out. No, we can't. We're going to get ganked by a load of skeletons, maybe? The gank squad is here. It's fine. We just run. We just leave. Because of the aggro range on most of these skeletons, they're not a big worry. Until here. Fuck off, lads. Oh, you fucked it. No. All right, fine. Fine. Fucked it up. I thought I hadn't kindled that bonfire, even though I have done. Right, back up top to get those souls for a start. No funny stuff. Don't be a dickhead. Another scimitar. Alright. Is this me being a dickhead? I think so. I'm not playing particularly well. This is first thing in the morning. Last episode was last thing last night. This is first thing this morning. Lamau. Right. See you later, lads. See you later. I'll make a nice thumbnail. Possibly. I feel the need to entertain you guys particularly. Let's get out of here. It's depressing. It's awful. There are cooler places for us to be. Firelink Shrine being one of them. Wait, Firelink Shrine. Okay. So, gotta get back to the Undead Asylum before we go to Anor Londo, ideally. Reason for that is there's an item in the Undead Asylum. Now that we've left it, if we go back, there are some new items, some new enemies, some new stuff. And what we can do is get these new items and then go to Anor Londo with them and not have to go backtracking once we find the thing that... ooh, they've gone. They've gone. That's good, because I don't like them. We've also got 23,000 souls, which is a couple of levels. We've got some humanity, which is handy. Right, so what we want to do is step off here. We're going to get our trusty halberd back. And what we want to do is we want to get onto that pillar by rolling. There's a couple of things we need up here. One of which is on top of this building. Undead Asylum key. Very nice. I wonder if we can... We can? Oh, fuck off. Right. Fine. So, as well, we can get onto... Oh, 50 souls from something. $50 souls from somewhere. Must be in the wind. Must be one of those skeletons that we've encouraged to follow somehow. We want to get onto this. That was a little late because I was looking at the time. We're going to get onto here, and now we want to get up. There's the crow. She's doing all right. We're going to get all the way up here and find her nest. She's the one who brought us here. Or maybe it's a he, but maybe not. And then we're going to curl up like a ball. And what should happen is we get picked up. There we go. And here we are again. The Northern Undead Asylum. Except since we opened the door, a lot of these hollows have gone and got themselves torches and have come outside. That's fine. There is Snuggly the Crow we could visit here, although I don't need it for anything. There's a boss in there that I hate. We're not gonna tangle with that. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run through where we were, what we've been doing in here. In the cell that we started in is a thing that we need for Anor Londo. That's where we're going. But a couple of these guys, there's a few of these, and they are full of loot for us. And I could go toe to toe with them and parry them, etc., but it's actually a little bit more straightforward to just get behind them. Although perhaps not. Oh, fuck off. Yeah! Red Titanite chunk, very nice. Which I think upgrades... Not what you think. You think Red Titanite... Oh, Oscar. Doing alright there, buddy? Give you a clue. He's not doing alright. Oh, nice parry, lad. Woof. Piffling 1,000. We got his crest shield. That's nice. don't think there's anything up there. Oh, no, there is. Oh, fuck. Ah, no. That's what happens. That's what happens if you're not paying attention the first time round. Who'd have thunk that that guy would respawn and respawn his boulder as well? It must have taken him bloody ages. Old Sisyphus over there. Right. These guys are still here. Oh, now there's two of them. There is two of them. Anyway, that's what we needed the key for. A rusted iron ring is something that is quite handy, especially if we're not wearing a lot of rings. Improves balance on poor footing. Essentially, what that means is when we're in water and we would normally be slowed down, we won't be slowed down. We'll walk normally through water. There's a couple of instances that would be helpful. One is in Blighttown, where we were walking slowly, which was frustrating, but it is what it is. And the other instance is there's going to be a boss later that we're going to need to be in water for, and I could do without it slowing us down. And there's a couple of other more instances that we could... Should we should level up really. So, like for example, the water here just isn't slowing us down now, even though it's deep enough that it would slow us down previously. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, this is what we're really here for. Oh, what? You let your guard down too early, pal. What a dickhead! What an idiot! I was an idiot. I should have spent my souls. Well, we can go back and get him. It's not a problem. We sat at that bonfire. I'm pretty sure we sat at that bonfire. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just go back. Enough to do us any real harm. Pick up our souls. Oh, they're further than I wanted them to be. Oh. You've got a sword and a half, pal. Change of blood, leg it. Change of blood! Spend the souls before we get killed again. Dark Knight. Silver Knight? No, he's not a Silver Knight. Anyway, right, what are we going to do? If we go and change the Zweihander back to a normal Zweihander, then some strength would be handy. And some vitality will be handy. As the plan, the original plan was, we hit the Zweihander and use that for some of the game, if not the bulk of it. At the moment, we haven't really used it outside the Catacombs, and even then, only the second half of the Catacombs. You are a lot further on than I thought you'd be. Do you not respawn properly? Angles in here are a little bit unhelpful. It would be cool if he drops his sword. Settle for a helmet up the arse, eh? I love the noise they make. Very cool. I can't believe how much harder those guys are than just like some of the bosses that we fight. Absolute awful. Anyway, peculiar doll is what we want. Let's have a quick look at the item description. The peculiar doll is a key. There was once a strange doll in a strange dress. There was once an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. That means nothing to us at the moment, but that doesn't matter to me. Right, we could. If you remember, when we were first here, this guy was stomping around, and now he's completely still, other than his idle animation. You might think that's the animation bugging out, but it isn't. What it is that guy's a guy we can go and fight. Outside of his souls that he'll drop, he drops a Titanite slab, which is great for the final level of weapon ascension, which is really useful when we want to get our weapon up to its highest level. We don't need it there yet, so I'm not going to go and tangle with him because I really don't like him. He's the same model and as the original Asylum demon, but with some differences in his attacks. He's got some magic attacks and they are blast attacks, and I always get fucking nailed by him. And even though like he's supposed to be one of the easier bosses, I just really struggle with it. So we're going to leave it until we need it, because I'm not going to fight anybody who doesn't need it. Oh, except we might get Priscilla, because there's the she gets it full sight. So we'll see. I'm not going to get him until I want to get him. Is the long and short of that. Because, like I said, I hate him. Blue mouth. Why he drops us back there, presumably in case we haven't got the key. Okay, so we're back at Firelink Shrine, and we're going to leave it here for today. Although what we'll probably do is go back to Andre the Blacksmith, because he's got well, he's going to knock our weapon up a notch. We'll upgrade the holy damage on the Zweihander because we don't need it anymore. And what we'll also do is then we'll be able to go into the into Sen's Fortress, which is what we did when we rang the bell at the beginning of the last episode. Is that the beginning of last episode? Yeah, because we killed Quilak. So, had a quick excursion through the Catacombs. Roughly, 45 minutes, an hour, maybe. We got the Rite of Kindling, which is super handy. Should we upgrade the bonfire? I think we'll upgrade the bonfire. But we can't kindle whilst hollow, which is annoying. So we're going to unhollow ourselves. There it is. Foreboding, reverse hollowing. Check out how much this fire goes up by. Now we get 15 Estus flasks. That's a big deal. That makes exploring a lot more practical where we need it to be, because it means we, at 15 Estus flasks, that's the equivalent of 3 kind of normal bonfires. So we'll delete the divine from the divine Zweihander, and we could put it up to +6. That could be handy. But what we'll do is we'll probably boost our halberd. +8? Yeah, nice.
Come get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
And we're going to call it a day there. We're going to catch up next time. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.